and welcome to another episode of School on Air. This is Basic Science for GSS2, and I'll be your tutor for this class. In today's class, we'll be treating the topic chemicals. Now, chemicals is anything composed of matter. Therefore, everything you see around you is chemical. In this topic, you will learn the meaning of chemical. You would learn classification of chemicals based on their use and hazardous nature. You would also learn the safety measures that one can follow when using these chemicals, especially the hazardous ones. So let's get into the meaning of chemicals. What does chemical mean? A chemical is a substance with distinct molecular composition that is produced or used in a chemical process. A chemical is a substance with distinct molecular composition that is produced or used in a chemical process. Everything you see around you is chemical because everything is composed of matter. And do you remember the definition of matter? Matter is anything that has weight and can occupy space. Good, thank you. Now, the air you breathe is a mixture of gases. The water you drink is a chemical compound composed of hydrogen and oxygen, which gives you H2O, right? Then the salt that you use in cooking, it is also chemically composed of sodium and chlorine. So is there anything at all that is not composed of matter? Of course not. Now let's look at the classification of chemicals. We can classify chemicals in two groups, based on their uses and then based on their hazardous nature. So the classification of chemicals based on their uses, the first one is pharmaceuticals and cosmetics. Pharmaceuticals and cosmetics. Now these are chemicals that are used in treating diseases. Pharmaceuticals are chemicals that are used in treating diseases, and they are also known as what? Drugs. So when you're not feeling well and a doctor gives you a particular drug to take, that is actually a kind of chemical, but it is the kind of chemical that is good for the body because it helps to treat that disease. An example of these pharmaceuticals are aspirin, paracetamol, morphines, and penicillin. Then we also have cosmetics. Cosmetics are chemicals that we use to enhance our body appearance, the way we look. The cosmetics are the chemicals that we use to enhance the way we look. An example of this is lipstick. So to enhance the color or the brightness of your lips, that is actually a kind of chemical. Then we have perfumes to make you smell good. You have deodorants, we have hairsprays, you have eyeliners, and a whole lot more of other things that fall under cosmetics. Now, cosmetics are also known as what? Makeups or body care products. So whenever you see any kind of makeup, just know that it is a kind of chemical called cosmetics. The next one is nuclear chemicals. You know, we've talked about pharmaceuticals and cosmetics. The next classification based on use is nuclear chemicals. These are chemicals that are produced or used during nuclear reactions. Nuclear chemicals are highly carcinogenic, meaning they can cause cancer. And so if you are exposed to them, it can be detrimental to your health. That is why they are highly hazardous. And examples of that are uranium and plutonium. The next class is agrochemicals. Now when you hear agrochemical, what comes to your mind? Agrochemical. Meaning that we derive that word from agriculture and chemical. So the word agrochemical, like I said, is a combination of two words, that is agriculture and chemical. And these agrochemicals are the kind of chemicals that you use in agriculture to aid the process of farming. So the kind of chemicals you use on the farm to